Don't fight what is leaving. Bless its departure. That's going to be the quote and the topic for today's video. Because so many times life tries to get rid of certain things or people from our lives, and for some reason we fight back and we try to make sure that those things don't leave us, which is kind of controversial because it's like we're fighting against ourselves, which just doesn't make any sense. And so we're going to get deeper on this topic in this video. So without further talking, let's hop into it. As the quote says, we should be blessing any departures that happen in our life because nothing and no one leaves a place where they want to be. And so anything or anyone that leaves us, it's because they no longer want to be in our life. And you should be seeing yourself as something very precious, as something very valuable. Being with you should be a privilege for people. Not anyone can be in your presence. Not anyone is worth your company, your friendship, everything that you give, the love, the compassion, the everything that you are. Very select people should have that privilege. Only the ones that prove themselves as worthy. And so anyone that loses that privilege can go. And if someone doesn't appreciate that privilege, then let them go. You cannot force people to stay in your life. And you cannot force people to like you or to be with you. It's not fair for you, and it's not fair for them. And the way I see it, anything that is meant for us will come to us, whether it's good or bad. And so if that person is meant to stay in your life, even if this person leaves for a little bit, it will come back. But if someone is definitely not meant to be in your life, then they will go away and never come back. That's how life works. A lot of the times, people serve a purpose, and when they finish their purpose, when they finish their work, their job, they just go. And that's how things work. Some people come to our lives to teach us certain lessons. Maybe a friend comes into your life, and then that person betrays you. They teach you how to handle betrayal, or maybe they teach you that you can't just go. If you're someone, I don't know, just for putting an example, if you're a very innocent person that trusts everyone and all those things, that's sadly not a personality trait. It's a beautiful personality trait, but unfortunately, today's society won't allow us to be like this because just people are so cruel. And so maybe life brought this person into your life to teach you that you can't just trust anyone that goes into your life because it's not safe for you. So this person comes to your life, gets closer to you, you start to trust them, you tell them all your secrets, and then bam, they betray you. And you learn your lesson that you can't just trust anyone. And after this, you become a changed person, a stronger person, a maturer person, if that's even a word. And once this person has served its purpose and their job is done, they leave. And that's how life works. You can think about it as if you're a train. You're a moving train, you're going through life, and people go in and out of your train. People that stay for like 20 stops, and by the 21st stop, they jump out of the train. And people who stay just for 3 stops and then they leave. And each one of them just has a purpose. As long as they're in the train, they're serving their purpose, they're doing their job, whatever that might be. And then when they're done, they leave. At least that's how I explained this the other time to my sister. It's just like when in restaurants, when a celebrity comes to a certain restaurant and they take a picture with that celebrity and they frame that picture and put it on the wall so that people know that they have that celebrity has been there, and so they just cherish that moment. So same thing happens with the people that go in and out of our life. They come in to our train, they serve their purpose. We can kind of sort of take a picture of them and hang it on the wall of the train, and then that person leaves the train, and we have the memory of what life was with them, the lessons that they taught us. And we carry those lessons and those memories with us through life as the train keeps going on. I don't know if that made any sense. It makes so much sense in my head. That's how I imagine it. And it's just how life works, sadly. It's sad, but depending on how you see it, it's a way to not hold grudges against people also, because it's just that they made you stronger. It might not have felt good, maybe, but you will thank that person as time passes by, because the sooner you learn certain lessons, the better. It just helps you navigate life easier. It just helps you in so many ways. So instead of thinking why this person is leaving, try to think, what has this person taught me? What are the things that I'm gonna keep? What does the picture that is hanging now on your train's wall, what does that picture now stand for? What are the memories that that person left? The lessons, you need to keep the good things, because otherwise life is very miserable. There's a lot of bad things happening out there and things, but we must, in order to keep our sanity and to keep going, to have the motivation to keep going, we must see the good things. So anything that leaves, let it leave. And just remember the good things and keep going. And remember that you're worth a lot. And being with you is a privilege that people must earn. You cannot just allow everyone and anything that crosses their path with you, you cannot allow them to be with you just because. Unless they bring something, some worth to you, don't settle for anything. And that's for every aspect in your life. Every person that surrounds you must serve a purpose. I know maybe that sounds selfish. Maybe that sounds like you think so highly of yourself and things. And why not? Why shouldn't you think so highly of yourself? You're you, and being you is a privilege. Being you is amazing. And you're an amazing person. And so anyone that surrounds you must know that. That's not being narcissistic, that's not being selfish, that's not being anything. That's just life. That's how you preserve yourself, your sanity. It's just the way to go. So remember your worth. And if you think that you don't bring anything into the table, make sure to find what is it that makes you you, and that uniqueness is what you bring into the table. So yeah, I think I'm just now drifting into a whole other topic, which we'll leave for another time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I got to enlighten you a little bit about how to take the departure of unwanted things a little bit more lightly, and to understand that it's okay, and to not hold on to those things, because if that person doesn't want to be in your life, why are you holding that person in your life? Trust me, no one who wants to stay will leave. Like, what's the logic behind it? When you want to stay in somebody else's life, nobody asks you to stay. You just stay and you show up and you do all the things because you want to be. So the same thing applies here for you. Anyone that wants to be with you, you don't have to ask them to be there. They will be. But yeah, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!